To preface this, I was served in the USMC from 2014 through 2022. I was stationed in South Korea from 2018 to 2020. We were conducting weapons checks in Camp Mujik, which is located about an hour east of Daegu, just outside of Pohang, South Korea. During the Korean War, a large battle took place there, as well as an extended guerrilla campaign by both North Korean forces and UN troops, resulting in several thousand deaths. The camp itself is on the smaller side and only really surrounded by a chain-link fence. During the second night we were there, I was outside checking the physical security of our compound when my radio started making a static noise like there was some interference. I power cycled my radio to try and resolve the problem. When it came back on, I noticed the lack of any ambient noise surrounding me at all, no animals, no insects, no traffic, nothing. Just dead silence, like everything had been hushed. I heard a voice over my radio asking for what sounded like more water, more water. I tried to raise my buddy on comms to see if he was the one talking, but I was blocked. Only one person can talk at a time. By this point I was scared shitless, the hair on the back of my neck was standing and I had this full body sense of dread, like I wasn't alone. Just then my radio in a crackly voice screamed for more water now. I gave up on walking back to our hut and ran, trying not to fall and eat shit in the darkness. I got back to our hut and rushed to explain to my buddy what had happened and what I had heard. He told me he didn't hear anything on his end since he was in the underground vault. The rest of the checks went off with no issues, but I couldn't get the calls out of my head. I did some digging in the United States Marine Corps records for the area and learned that our site was located on an old mortar and artillery spot. I realized then that through shitty radios, more water sure as hell sounds a lot like mortars.
Are you a targeted individual? Have you had a paranormal encounter, or are the victim of an unregulated government experiment and would like to share your story with us? Would you like to send us some fan mail or a hate-filled rant? Do you have an idea for a future episode or wish to send a complaint to HR? Email us at atomicshamanSweatlodge@protonmail.com.